Hello, hello everybody, welcome back to Rusty Alex Farm. We're here back at a little bit of woodland over here. Well, since got some snow on, just got all that cut up. I'm gonna get back to working on this little bit by a little. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have my dad show me how to run his electric chainsaw, and I'm gonna cut these 3 trees out. And get more comfortable with it, and then cut some more out. And one thing I'd like to do before spring is over, I'd like to make a wood pile. Make this wood pile about as tall as me and go that way. That way I could have some good firewood. And also I'm going to get some of these taller branches cut down, because I would love to build a good sized pallet wood cabin right here. An 8 by 12 I think I could realistically fit in here, which will be a next winter project. And then I'm going to continue to get all this dirt right here. Yeah, fill in this as much as I can, because I want this to be nice and level, no bumps. I have a nice steady spot to cabin up. And one thing for a windbreak, one thing I'm gonna do is eventually get a bunch of fence posts and pallets and go all the way to the edge of that fence. And any rocks I find, I'm just gonna put it in that dirt fence until I could buy a rock crusher to get rid of them rocks. I probably might not have enough in this entire pile to get this area done, but I'd like to eventually do is once my 212 is fully back up in action, buy myself a little metal box trailer and start hauling dirt from that pile. Then take it over there and get rid of all these dirt piles around here, because I like to get that little bit of field space back eventually. I like to do it in 3 years, which is that 212, and I should be able to make short work of it. And all the rocks from that pile, I'm just gonna keep building up the rock pile along here. Once I'm through with that pile, I should have enough to find at least a small scale rock crusher. And then there's some old abandoned railroad tracks near me, and which is used primarily as a hunting path. Every summer I'd eventually like to take some loads of crushed rock, fill in the dips, because some of them are getting pretty nasty, and like to prevent some future hunting accidents. I'd like to make it where I could comfortably camp here in the winter. And if I do well right here, hopefully by then, by the time I'm done clearing all the scrub brush out of here, which I'm hoping will only take a maximum of 4 years. Anyway, I'm losing track. I'll build some little privacy fences out of, just do it cheaply out of fence posts and pallet wood. And start renting out some cabins for for some of my friends. And hopefully by then I'll just be able to buy this entire patch of woods. As I'm trying to turn this into field, I'm thinking of keeping it in his woods. Like I said, keep going till I'm at the very end there, and maybe build about 3 see if I could get away 3 or 4 cabins right here and rent them out. And also rent them out to hunters, so they could have a little home base. Anyway, sorry I wasn't able to do much work over here in the summer. It was just a really wacky summer. Anywho, eventually, I hope to make this look really nice. And also, I built a cheap privacy fence along that way too. There's some gates, you know. Figured out ways to do it on a budget. And also, there's a couple more little dirt piles around here I'd like to dig through as well. Get all them rocks out. Yeah, I think I can make this into something really nice. And of course, like any old school Yooper or Michigan deer camp, I will definitely dig out some outhouses. Probably dig them about 5 foot deep. So this is I'm going to be working on until the winter weather gets too cold. And to speed up the burn process, I'm just going to move this drum over here. And then start putting in bigger pieces of wood in there to burn. And here you got some holes so that'll help with airflow, because it's an old dryer drum. Eventually I'd like to get this full of ash before this month is over. And start spreading over the garden spot. Do it again and again and again, depending on how this winter goes. So hopefully once I get the 212 running, I'll just make this project go faster. And then I would like to get some more light in here, and I could get some good grass growing. I know have a lot on my mind, and like to get some good progress going along here. I'm mostly going to be focusing on, or instead of working on these scrub trees, I might just work on getting all these branches cut down about my height or a little taller. The tallest I'd go would be about up there. Yeah, I'd like to try and make something on this. Something that could help me a lot financially. And like I said, I could build each cabin out of pallet wood. Like one of them small geo stoves like you see on the YouTube channel TA Outdoors. Like one person hunting cabin. Yeah, you'll make something work out of that. I know I could buy a really good amount of land, really good chunk of woods. Might build a couple deer camps out there, and then build my own private winter retreat in there. And while we're here talking planters, I'm going to be looking in 2026. I'm going to be looking out for another old John Deere 495 or 94 planter, and use what spare parts I could get out of this unit. I would like to start with something real cheap, something I could pull my Alice. Something that I could easily work with in a poor man's budget. And I'm thinking just using this as a parts unit, and might consider so I'll find a way to make use of this frame because it's really solid, and it could have another life or something. Like I said, I was thinking like a liquid fertilizer applicator, or another thing I could do is maybe probably turn this into maybe a small scale people mover, or like I said, this frame would be too good to put to waste, so yeah, I'll think of another use for it. If I could beef up this iron right here a little bit, I could probably turn this into a squadron hitch for something. Oh yeah, do I get a couple of either John Deere Van Brunts or drills? Yeah, get a couple John Deere Van Brunt drills. If I wanted to go a cheap way to expand my for planting beans and wheat, turn this into squadron hitch and pull two John Deere Van Brunt drills behind a 930. That would look sweet. And then after a while, if I wanted to upgrade to two John Deere 8300 drills, I could just reuse this. Alright, this video is getting a little lengthy, and also thank you to my subscribers. I'm a third of the way to 1,000, so it'd be real cool if we could hit 1,000 by May. Yeah, next year. That'd be really, really awesome. And also, eventually, sorry, side tangent. I'd like to get the combine, bean head, this, and the corn planter out of here and in some shed space. Or maybe like get this stuff out in 2 years and see if I could find somebody who's got an old barn or that's not getting used, like an old pole barn, and put this stuff in so I could save some parts, and then eventually look for 2 more of each. I mean, 1 more of each, and then for additional parts, and then look for another 45. That way, because eventually, on the subject of John Deere 45 EB combines, my dream, like I keep saying, my dream combine fleet is a John Deere 45 EB, a good running one, and a John Deere 95 and an International 1440. That way each combine has a job and each combine gets preserved. I would definitely take off that cab, and if I could find a 45 EB and it's a cabless, I wouldn't have to pay for another cab. But it would be really cool to find a 45 EB with a factory cab. Anyway, just some thoughts running around my head, and a little something. To paraphrase the late Jerry Springer, as he would say at the end of his show, take care of one another. And I'm getting a lot of wood out of that one. I'm sorry. Next video I'm going to do, try to get good fire going in that drum. And hopefully make some progress and get rid of a lot of these tree limbs, these low-hanging ones, and yeah, really make a dent in here. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you have a great day.